Hi Pisces, welcome to Carol's Universe, tarot readings from the heart. Thanks ever so much for joining me on your week ahead reading. This is the 22nd to the 28th of July 2019. I'm always picking up these like pointer pens and then I lose them and I have to pick up more. It's like, oh man, you'll have no pens left, Carol, at the end. Anyway, yeah, this is a week ahead reading. We're doing your your weekly check-in reading. And I'm using a couple of decks that I haven't used before. These aren't necessarily new decks. These were bought kind of, this one I think maybe a year ago, this one I think a good 6, 7, 8 months ago. But I never used them. At first I thought this was quite childish and this one too much going on. But actually I've just grown to really like them. So we're going to use these ones in the reading. For your current start for the week, Pisces, we are using the Spellcasters Modern Tarot, and also for the theme of the week we're using this deck by Melanie Marquis. You know that I love me some of this deck, it's amazing. For your key goal, obstacles to overcome, and anything that you're accomplishing in the week, Pisces, we are using the 8-coin Tattoo Tarot. It is actually a really stunning deck. For the what you need to avoid during the week, what to embrace and where to find support, we are using Tarot in Wonderland by Barbara Moore. Illustrated by Eugene Smith, and your spiritual advice for the week is The Answer is Simple Oracle deck. For your 15 card reading, guys, I might as well let you know this now. We are going to be using the Everyday Enchantment Tarot and spiritual guidance. Could be from Angel of Abundance Oracle cards or Angel Answer Oracle cards. Okay, that comes afterwards. Okay. That 15 card, just to let you know, focuses 5 cards, any additional energies coming through, 5 cards, love for the week, and 5 cards, work, stroke, finance. All right, out of the way, let's get to shuffling. Okay, Pisces, all done, let's get on. So, Pisces, you guys are showing as being strength. The strength card is all about having inner strength. Okay, so strength is number 8, chariot is number 7. The chariot that precedes the strength card is all about outer strength. So it's having the strength to control a situation and bring it into alignment, to navigate a rough patch. Until you win the war, you get to victory and you get to the goal and you get to your success. The strength card is all about the inner strength that we need to overcome a situation. So this is overcoming usually some form of inner turmoil. Okay, so whether it's needing the strength to give up smoking, for example, with the strength card, whether it's needing the strength to give up drinking, whether it's needing the strength to get your ass up and go to the gym. You know, this is very internal, because usually, you know, giving up smoking, giving up drinking, or going to the gym, those are all things that require inner strength. So inner resolve, dedication, motivation, determination, all of those words come along with this card, and you need those things in order to, you know, in order to achieve certain things, or in order to move to the next stage, or, you know, acquire a goal. It's all about inner strength. And strength is all about perseverance, dedication, having patience with the self, that type of thing. So I feel that this week, you guys are showing a great deal of strength. Emotional strength, spiritual strength, mental strength, with the strength energy showing here. What's the theme for the week, Pisces? There is an argument, I'm afraid, 5 of Wands. Okay, this could be family members. This could be work colleagues, and it doesn't surprise me that that would show up for that card being the theme of the week, because when you get the 5 of the Wands, and it's interesting, 5 of Wands basically can be kind of be a couple of things. This can be showing people, competition, arguments. I mean, the 5 of Wands is a horrible card. I'm sorry, it is. I don't like it. It's not a favourite of mine whatsoever. If you look at this card, they've got blindfolds on, and one thing that happens with cards that show blindfolds, it shows people that cannot see. So people that don't even know why the fuck they're arguing. They're just arguing for some futile reason. There's not really any purpose to the argument. It's just stupidness. So, you know, they're just creating this hornet's nest, basically. They're just, creating it and revving it up for no good reason at all. So you might be dealing, the theme of the week might be that, Pisces, you do have, kind of challenges to face with others. As I've said, whether this could be work, it could be anyone. Could be friendships, it could be work colleagues, it could be family members, it doesn't matter. Could be anyone here that you are. And the ethos with the Five of Wands is about not backing down in a fight. This is about clash of ideas, because wands represent ideas as well as swords. And because they're all clanging their wands together, it's a clash of ideas. So you guys are, during this week, having to have some really, you know, big strength. You're having to be quite formidable as people internally, because some of you guys are dealing with people here, and there's a clash that you're dealing with, and it could be anyone. The Five of Wands also is a card, though, of internal frustration as well. This is the card of worry, it's the card of anxiety, it's the card of fear. You'll need strength to overcome that, all right? Now, that anxiety can be for any reason whatsoever. But if it's an internalized card, it might be for some of you guys, you've got really bad anxiety because you've got an interview, you know, and you need the strength to overcome that, or else you're going to do shit in the interview. It's that type of thing. What is the goal for the week for you guys? Right, so we have, what is this one? I see, I'm no good at the Roman numerals, you see. Six of Coins. Yeah, it is the Six of Coins. So your goal for the week is to receive, probably. I don't think it's to give. I think it's actually to receive. I mean, it might be to give, but you can see we don't know who the giver is and we don't know who the taker is on this card. All we can see is that this hand has a, you know, it's got a bowl out. And this person here, the red hand, has got the money coming off its fingers and it's going into the bowl. So it might be the goal of the week is to receive something for you guys. Some of you guys, it might be, my goal is to receive a check, or my goal is to receive some support. I think your goal is to receive something that is owed to you, or that you believe to be owed to you. And some of you guys, for the week, it's all about you guys having that inner strength and resolve, because you might be facing a little bit of a battle here with that Five of Wands, especially if you're expecting, or your goal is to get something that's owed to you. It could be a financial thing. What is the obstacle that you need to overcome for the week? It is the Sun. For some of you guys, it's being a little bit too optimistic. Sorry to say that. In an obstacle position with the Sun, things can get a little bit too heated. And I feel that with the Sun being the obstacle that you need to overcome, with the Sun in an obstacle position, this card actually indicates being too optimistic, being too confident, being too arrogant with the Sun energy. Some of you guys, it might be a Leo individual that you have to overcome. You have to, you know, might be somebody who's really, really arrogant, somebody who likes their own way, somebody thinks they're right all the time. This might be a part of the Five of Wands group, if these are a group of people that you're dealing with. If the obstacle is your own personal thing, then it might be that you are, but you know, it's really weird, because it depends really, because you guys are showing us current self being strength. So you're showing a really strong, formidable streak, emotional, mental and spiritual streak this week, because you're facing some challenges with that Five of Wands, internal or out, you know, external. You're expecting, or your goal is to get some money, but you've got to be careful of being too optimistic or too kind of certain. It's almost like counting your chickens before they hatch. Do you see what I mean? Like if you were expecting, yeah, I'm going to get that $1,000 or that £1,000 from the, I don't know, from the tax office at the end of the week with the Six of Coins energy, because somebody on the phone told me that they've sent the check out, and then you go and you spend it, the Sun, because you're overly optimistic. Oh, I think, oh, well, the money's coming to me and it'll be here by, I don't know, Monday morning or Tuesday morning. It'll take 3 days to clear in the bank, or they're putting it straight in by electronic transfer. And so you say, oh, well, yeah, that's fine. So I'll go and I'll spend the money for the bills on, you know, some new jeans and new shirt, and then you don't get the money in. Do you see what I mean? So be careful of being too confident in whatever, I think it's in whatever this expectation is with the Six of Coins. If you're expecting money, Pisces, wait till the money's in your hand before you do anything, okay? Wait till you get the goodies before you go spend or you go do something you shouldn't do. Just make sure you've got the physical item there. What are you accomplishing? You are accomplishing the Wheel of Fortune. So there is a turn for the better, and this is also money, and that Six of Coins and the Wheel of Fortune is a good indicator of receiving a big amount of money, a check, or I'm not saying that it's a lottery win, but sometimes those cards together can actually be a lottery win. But I'm not saying that you are, okay? I don't predict lottery wins in my reading, not for clients or anything. I think it's ridiculous to ever predict anything like that. I don't do it. Because there's certain things I don't do within my readings. I don't like doing serious health readings, like for serious life-threatening diseases, because I'm not a doctor. don't predict anything to do with death, and I certainly don't predict anything to do with lottery wins, because usually people come to you with those questions and they're really, really desperate. I don't mind predicting things like, is money getting better? You know, when will my finances get better? What do I need to do to make my so practical questions like that, where you can help and you can guide the client to find practical solutions to problems is fine. But a game that requires or kind of depends on chance, and it can be anyone, I'm not into that. But this can be lottery, or it can be, you know, you've got your goal is to get money, is to get some form of, you know, reward, financial payout, Six of Coins energy, and you are accomplishing the Wheel of Fortune, which is a turnaround for the better. And this is actually the card that indicates a big money, you know, getting a big money, a big amount of money through with the Wheel of Fortune. So those are two really good indicators for the week. But, you know, changes for the better, all the same. You could be accomplishing that, guys, but still, just be careful with that sun energy. If it's a person, you need to overcome the obstacle of somebody's arrogance. They might be a part of that group. If this is to do with money that your goal is to get, don't be overly confident that it's going to come when you say it's going to come, because it might not. This might be something completely different. You know, especially if, for example, you're expecting money and it doesn't come, because you know the obstacle is for you to overcome is being overly, you know, optimistic with that sun energy. It might be that, you know, if you were expecting money and it didn't come, you get it another way with the Wheel of Fortune, because the wheel is turning in your favour. So it might be what you're accomplishing is, if, say, this didn't come, something better would come, something unexpected would come. You wouldn't be destitute, you wouldn't be without that time. I think there's a change for the better. It's a temporary change though, okay? Let me just let you know that now. Wheel of Fortune is usually something that's temporary, especially as a standalone card. So what you're accomplishing is a Wheel of Fortune. There is a change for the better here with the Wheel of Fortune energy, but it might just be something that's temporary, because the wheel is consistently going around. What is it you need to avoid? The King of Swords. And Pisces, this isn't you, this is someone else. So this, it's really cute, isn't it? King of Swords could be a Pisces, Scorpio, what am I talking about? Sorry, what am I saying? Aquarius, sorry, Libra, Gemini, male or female. Sometimes these are energies of people, not necessarily a man. This could be somebody who is a legal body. This could be a police officer, somebody in the law. This is usually a man in uniform, okay? So, also, because it represents uniform with the King of Swords, this can also, we can turn the word around with the King of Swords and mean an order. So you might need to avoid taking orders from someone with the King of Swords. I know it sounds weird, but he can literally mean the word order, because he's an authoritarian character and he deals with the law, basically, and people in uniforms and legalities. And this can be kind of somebody who is, you know, telling you or directing you or instructing you to do something. You might need to avoid that, perhaps, with this King of Swords energy. This could be somebody who could be, he's not reversed to say that he's cruel and that type of thing, or that this is miscommunication or that type of thing with the King of Swords in the reverse. Communication is very clear, but this is not what you need to avoid. There's somebody here, could be an air sign, male or female, that you need to avoid, or there's something to do with the legality or the law which you probably need to avoid this week, potentially. What is it that you need to embrace? Ooh, the Queen of Cups in the reverse. Your angry side. No. This can be you, Pisces, because it's water. I think that you just need to embrace, if you get down, you get down. Because nobody wants to embrace an overdramatic drama queen, blames everybody, really depressed, drinker, Queen of Cups reverse. Nobody wants to embrace that. So this can only be saying it's a side of yourself that might come into play. Some of you guys, when she's in the upright, she can be sensitive, right? And down. But in the reverse, she's worse. And, you know, it might be that, you know, if it's telling you, Pisces, that you need to avoid being overly optimistic about receiving maybe a check or money here with the Six of Coins, because it might be that what you're accomplishing is you're getting something in another way, an unexpected way, especially if you don't get this. I think that you need to kind of embrace that you are, and kind of just understand and accept the feeling of the Queen of Cups in the reverse, who can get really down, really depressed and really pissed off and just really fed up with life. You know, she's the type of woman that will sit and she'll say, my life is shit. You know, why is it that I'm always having bad things happen to me? Why is this? Why is that? She's really negative. emotionally and verbally about her life. She just is. She really is. And I feel that some of you guys need to just accept that, you know, embrace this side of yourself if it should show up this week. Especially if something that you have a goal to get you don't get, you know. You just need to embrace it. You know, you might feel like this during the week at some point. You might feel kind of like, why the fuck is this always happening to me? Or why is this happening? And why haven't I got, you know, I need something good. I deserve something good. She moans a lot when she's reversed. She says things like, you know, I deserve good stuff. Why isn't good stuff coming to me? Why is shitty things happening to me? Why am I always, you know, running up against this, that and the other? I blame the universe, because she blames people other than herself for shit. So she'll be like, I blame the universe, or I blame God, or I blame the angel. They're not looking out for me. She's that type of woman. So you need to embrace that you might get into that negative vibration energy with the Queen of Cups in the reverse. Just embrace it and just jive with it, because it's going to pass. It will pass. Because what you're accomplishing as well with that Wheel of Fortune is that situations that do occur, especially like that, it's just a temporary measure with the Wheel of Fortune energy showing here. Where can you find support if you need it? The Eight of Cups. So outside of the home. I really like this deck, actually. I don't know why I've not used it. I might use it for some clients, actually. I actually really like it a lot. It's really nice. Yeah, outside of the home. You need to, the support you need to get is outside of the home. Because I just get the impression that this is or outside of the workplace. You know, anywhere that you feel very confined. Because you guys this week are having strength. You're very you're emotionally and mentally and you know, mentally and all of that. It's an internal feeling. You guys are what's the word I'm looking for? You guys are exhibiting some form of kind of really formidable energy. You're showing that you're trying to overcome, or you're overcoming an obstacle. You're showing a great deal of strength, because the theme for the week is that there is some adversity here. It's either with people or it's within the self. You guys, your goal is to get money, probably. It could be a check, or it's to receive some form of financial or material help and support, but you need to avoid getting to, you know, overcome the obstacle of like getting too optimistic about that, because that's the sun, and your obstacle is kind of getting really optimistic. Oh, yeah, I'm going to get this, but what if you don't get it? I mean, what you'll accomplish is a good thing anyway, the Wheel of Fortune, because you're going to have a turn for the better. Something good will happen regardless with that Wheel of Fortune energy, all right? But you do need to avoid a King of Swords. Okay, I mean, the King of Swords in the upright, he's not always brutal, but sometimes when you're in this mood, because you need to embrace if you're going to snap at people, you just need to embrace if you're going to be in that negative vibe, Pisces, with the Queen of Cups in the reverse. So if you're emotionally down and distressed and you're blaming everyone for everything, just embrace it and go with the flow. So you just need to embrace it. You're going to have to go with the flow of this emotion if you feel like this, but avoid the King of Swords. Now, if this is a person, it's a person around you. If it's you, just avoid saying what really is on your mind, because he's honest. And sometimes when we're in this mood with the Queen of Cups in the reverse, when we're really upset and we're really depressed and we blame everybody else around ourselves, we do tend to tell people exactly what we think of them. So you need to avoid being too vocal or too verbal or too honest with people, especially if this isn't a person, especially if you get in that mood. Avoid doing that, because once you say something to someone, it's very hard to take it back, and it's very, very easy to, you know, to damage a relationship because you've said something, you can't take it back, and that person's kind of got it on their brain. If you need support, rather than staying in, possibly having a go at everyone, go outside the bloody house. Go to the trees. Go into, can you see her face? She's like walking and she's like, I'm going to get out of the house. I don't know what that pig's doing sitting there. What the fuck is the pig doing? Why is that pig at the door? It's really cute, these cards. I really like them. But yeah, you need support. Go and see a friend. Just make sure you're outside of the house, you know. Go and see a friend. Go and spend time in nature. Speak to the trees. Speak to God. Speak to the universe. Just make sure that you're not in the house. Or you're in the space that's making you feel, you know, like this. And what's the spiritual guidance for the week? Just give more. Maybe that's it. Maybe your goal is to give something with the Six of Coins. And I feel also that, you know, give more is a tricky card. I mean, it can be, and I'm not going to read it from the booklet in a minute, but the give more is, some of you guys just need to give more to others. Some of you guys just need to give more energy. You know, give more is just give more, but it could be give more. And I'll ask what you need to give more of. We'll try and get a tarot card on that. What does Pisces need to give more of? What does Pisces need to give more of? All right, those two cards wanted to come out together. These cards are absolutely stunning. Oh my God, they're really nice. Knight of Coins, money, resources is the Knight of Coins energy. So give more of your money, your resources to, you know, and your love, the Ace of Cups. So give more of your money, your resources. And it doesn't have to be money, especially if you're expecting to get, because it might be that you need to overcome the obstacle of the sun. And the sun is a great card, but the sun can also be a fucker when it's kind of blinding you or blindsiding you for something, you know. This is kind of, the sun can just as much kind of make you blind to something as the moon can. Because when the sun gets in your eyes, you don't see anything. So this can definitely also be a card of blindness. Pisces. So you need to overcome the obstacle that some of you guys are blind to something here with the sun. The sun is in your eyes. You're seeing something, but then you're just not really seeing the true, you're not seeing the true picture. Because sun is not always clarity. Remember when it's a really hot day and it's really sunny and you put your eyes up to the sun, you don't see anything. It clouds the eyes. You just can't see anything. All you see is loads of colours. So you need to overcome the obstacle that there might be something that's blinding you here. Despite you having a goal to get something here, Six of Coins, to get money perhaps. I think this is you getting money. I think that you're blind. You need to overcome the obstacle that you might be blind to something here. But you are achieving the Wheel of Fortune, a change for the better. And I feel that when it says, you know, spiritual advice is just to give more, well, the Knight of Coins is all about the resources. So maybe you need to give more to get more with the Knight of Coins energy. You need to give more of what the Knight of Coins has, which is not... He's not really about the, I mean, he is about the money, but, you know, coins are not just money. Coins are the things that we value, and coins are just simply material things. They're food, they're clothing, they're shoes. So maybe you guys need to give more stuff to charity, for example. If you want charity with the Six of Coins, maybe you need to give more charity with the Knight of Coins energy. And you need to give more love with the Ace of Cups. You know, you need to give more love. I can see a teacup here as well, which is interesting. But the Ace of Cups is all about love. Some of you guys need to open up a little bit more. Give more of yourself to others, because the Ace of Cups is all about opening up the heart. So some of you guys need to open up a little bit more emotionally. So I feel that, number one, you need to give more of your own shit. If you want to get more, give more. With the Knight of Coins energy, you know. But also, emotionally wise, you need to give more love. And also give more of yourself in terms of opening yourself up. And also the Ace of Cups is, because it's the open heart card, it's about opening yourself up to the possibilities. Alright, with that Ace of Cups energy showing up here. And open your heart to happiness. Four of Wands, just pulled another card. So give more of your resources. Doesn't, you know, you might not have money, but what do you have to give? You know, with the Knight of Coins, what is the coin to you? Is it a pair of shoes you don't need? You know, is it clothing you don't need, for example? Is it books you don't need, for example? You know, is there anything that you can give to the needy or people who are at food banks or that type of thing with the Knight of Coins? Is it service? Because the Knight of Coins means to act in service to others. So you need to give more service to others. You need to be of more service to others around you. And it's very much in conjunction with that Six of Coins as well, where your goal is, I mean, your goal might be to give to others for the week, but it might be that the obstacle you need to overcome is that you're blinded to how you're going to do that. Nevertheless, you're accomplishing the Wheel of Fortune, something good during the week. I think this is about you getting stuff, though, more than anything with that Six of Coins. But I think the universe is saying when it says give more, Pisces, you need to give more service, be of more service to others. And it doesn't mean that you have to give bags of cash or anything, but whatever you can with the Knight of Coins energy. So just be of more service to others, give more love, but also open yourself up to the fact that you can be happy with exactly what you have. See, she's got a house of cards. It could come falling down at any time. So what she does is, she looks at the alternative. She says, well, my house isn't stable, so what I'll do is I'll just make this. You know? So this is almost like making do. So be open to the fact that you might not have, not everything may be perfect, but you can kind of be creative and you can make things as perfect as you can. Okay, we're going to shuffle the cards for your next reading. Other energies coming in, Pisces, the Hermit. Some of you guys are withdrawing. You might be dealing with a Virgo individual, but usually when I see the Hermit and its back is withdrawn, there's distance with the card. And some of you guys might be distancing yourself with that Hermit energy. Justice energy here. Possibly, are you withdrawing or distancing yourself from a Libra individual or perhaps from making a decision with the Justice energy? Because I get the impression that some of you guys are either distancing yourself with the Hermit energy showing here from making a decision, or perhaps you are distancing and withdrawing yourself from, perhaps this is a legal situation or this is a Libra individual showing up here. Some of you guys might be very slow, or a decision might be very slow to be made with that Hermit energy showing here. Five of Swords. So Justice and the Five of Swords, not really a good combination to get, because the Five of Swords and Justice energy, Justice is all about a situation that is right, a situation being done that is fair and balanced. It's not so much, I mean, this is a decision card, but this can be a legal situation as well, showing up here. But the Five of Swords energy kind of challenges that decision, or it's challenging the rightness of that decision or of that situation. So it's almost like justice has not been withheld in a situation with the Justice and the Five of Swords energy. Okay, because if you get Five of Swords and then Justice, Justice is being served on a Five of Swords energy. But if you get the Five of Swords and then Justice, you might have Justice, but then this is going to be challenged. So it's almost like Justice is not being upheld in a situation here with the Five of Swords energy showing up there. And it might be that some of you guys are deciding to withdraw yourselves from a situation in which justice was not, you know, upheld in these areas here. The High Priestess shows here. So the High Priestess is all about intuition, secrecy as well with the High Priestess showing here. The Ten of Coins showing up. So the Ten of Coins is all about a family. It's about long-term relationships. It's about a stable, secure relationship with the Ten of Coins energy. It's all about your sisters, your brothers, your husbands, your wives. The High Priestess is intuition or secrets. There's something about a secret within the family, I think, here. I think some of you guys are withdrawing. I don't think that justice has been served here with the Justice and the Five of Swords energy. There's something about a secret High Priestess within the family. It's almost like something has not come to light, or something that should have come to light, Pisces, didn't come to light. Because I'm getting with the Hermit energy, you guys withdrawing here with the Hermit. Distancing yourself, Hermit energy. Justice has not been served with that Justice and the Five of Swords energy showing up here. It's to do with the High Priestess and the family. Maybe this is a woman in the family, could be a Pisces, but then again, this is you. Come to think about it, actually, because you're the High Priestess, you're Pisces. Are you distancing yourself, Pisces, from family? Because I actually don't think this is a secret. I think this is you distancing yourself. High Priestesses don't just mean secrets, and they don't just mean intuition. They literally mean physically you're becoming just very passive and distancing yourself. So I'm just getting that you guys are, even though you're not Virgo, it doesn't matter. You guys are, with this Hermit, I think that I'm seeing distance twice. The Hermit and the High Priestess. I think you're distancing yourself from a situation in which justice has not been served. I feel that you guys are kind of just here. Again, distancing yourself from family, because I'm seeing the back turning away, withdrawing from a situation in which justice was not served, distancing yourself from family. I mean, this might not even have to be family. This might not be your family. This might be your work family. This might be colleagues. You might be distancing yourself from colleagues or a work family because justice hasn't been served here. Some of you guys might also be exploring ways with this Hermit. He's looking into the book. You might, and remember, he's an X-ray. in the tarot. So if you go do a health reading, Hermit shows x-rays, they're looking into things. Some of you guys might be looking into or researching how you can get your justice. Might be referring to a troublemaker, Five of Swords energy. Five of Swords is your troublemaker card. Alright, these people cause an awful lot of destruction. So some of you guys might be researching, Hermit, how you can get your justice on a troublemaker showing up here. It might be that some of you guys feel, or your intuition is telling you, that you need to kind of remove yourself or distance yourself with that High Priestess from somebody who is very much within your environment or within your community, whether it's your familial community or whether it's your work community. It's almost like your intuition tells you need to distance yourself whilst you find a way to get justice on somebody who's caused you probably some problems here that I'm seeing this week. Pisces, what are the other energies showing up here? Love. There's a King of Swords around you, and I think that we saw that in the other reading, didn't we? That you needed to avoid a King of Swords. So there's a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius possibly around you. Doesn't have to be. Two of Wands is often, I feel that this person here has a choice between two paths. There's somebody around you who isn't just looking at you, Pisces. I think that they're looking at someone else. If this is an air sign, this is what I would call probably a very detached, emotionally detached male or female. And I feel that they have a choice between two paths with this Two of Wands energy showing here, Pisces. The moon in the reverse. I think that things are going to come to the fore. Things are going to be revealed to you, Pisces, with that moon in the reverse. You're going to find out that they've probably been seeing someone else. Because the Two of Wands means somebody who's possibly, you know, been seeing someone else as well as, you know, the client or the person that they're with. You know, they've got a choice between two people. So I'm seeing somebody here who has not only you, but someone else. And this could be revealed. You might be finding this out with the moon in the reverse. Ace of Swords energy. So Ace of Swords is the truth coming to light with the Ace of Swords. But you can see on this version of the Ace of Swords, they're dissecting the dog. So they're cutting away. You know, but, you know, looking at at this card, it shows an X-ray. So it's almost like things are coming to light. You're finding out the truth with the Ace of Swords energy. The world energy showing up here. You know, I feel that this is communication. I feel that you're finding out the truth that this person here, this King of Swords, has been communicating Ace of Swords energy. I don't just think it's... I think with the Two of Wands, this person has options. I think there's somebody around you in love for some of you Pisces that has options. This King of Swords. And he doesn't have to be mental, you know, a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I get the impression this is a fairly detached person emotionally around you guys. And I think this person has options with the Two of Wands. And I think that you're discovering, moon reverse, that this person's been communicating with all sorts of people, probably on the internet with the world energy. The world can mean the World Wide Web, the media, you know, over the internet, dating sites, that type of thing. Because the world is like everything, everyone. I think you're going to find out this person's been communicating with people from dating sites and Facebook and social media and all of those things. This person has options, and you're finding out moon reverse that this person is communicating with people all over. I think that some of you guys might be finding out that you've got a real cat, I'm afraid, in love. Finally, career, money. Right, Emperor. So some of you guys really putting those finances into order. Because Emperor means to sort your finances out and clean them up. Okay, Five of Wands shows worries. So some of you guys might be worried about your finances with the Five of Wands energy, and it might be with the Emperor you're seeking to kind of clean things up. You know, get your finances sorted, because some of you guys have been really worried there with the Five of Wands energy showing up here. And I feel that when you start doing that, it's going to make you feel in a better position. It's going to bring a great deal of confidence back to you and inner strength back to you, Pisces. So I'm seeing you guys, you have been feeling worried about your finances, but with the Emperor energy, you are seeking to now clear and sort those things out and get your finances back into some form of structure. All right, some of you guys, only if we get the Tower, that's a restructuring. So I don't know whether, I mean, this could be something to do with a debt plan, but I don't really know. I don't really think it's that. I just think you're sorting out your finances. You're being worried and, you know, fearful with the Five of Wands, and you're sorting out your finances with that Emperor. And I feel that you're feeling a great deal of strength. You're feeling stronger and you're feeling better because this is something that you guys are doing, which is good. I'm seeing the Page of Cups energy, so there could be something in terms of work, indicating a new project, or possibly an entry-level job, or possibly going back to college with the Page of Cups, learning something new with that Page of Cups, a course some of you guys might be taking, might be a creative course with the Page of Cups energy showing up here. But if you do that, you're going to have a lot on your plate with the Ten of Wands. Because some of you guys, you might have already taken on a creative course with the Page of Cups in terms of work, but you're finding that this is too much to bear. You've got a lot of pressure going on here. That's the problem. Ten of Wands is about huge pressure. Can you see her desk and how messy it is? She's just got things everywhere. She's not coping. She's really disorganized. Everything. Deadlines, the lot. So I think part of this is money and part of this is work. I think in terms of money, some of you guys, Pisces, have been really worried, Five of Wands, about your finances. But I do see you guys getting things back into order with that Emperor energy showing here. Some of you guys, I don't know whether this is taking a loan, you've got a man shaking your hand. Might be that you're kind of forging some form of an agreement here just so you can get your finances back in. Is it back in the red? Back in the red, I think it is. Sorry, I don't know what that is, black or red. You know, but back into some form of order is what you're looking for with that Emperor. And it's making you guys feel a hell of a lot stronger and better about the situation. That Page of Cups, I feel that some of you guys have taken on, I don't think it's an additional job, I think it's something to do with a new course that you're studying for, or I think this is a new course. Some of you guys are looking to do a new course or you've taken one on, but I get the impression that this week it's going to be too much for you to cope with because you've already got enough on your plate in terms of work. Let's have a quick look, guys, at your advice from the angels. Universe, Spirit, what is the advice you have for Pisces? What is the advice that you have for Pisces for this week? Show me. Right, it's saying within the next few weeks, showing up here, there'll be forgiveness. Okay? So the universe is saying within the next few weeks, Pisces, there's going to be forgiveness showing up here, and a compromise as well. Within the next 3 weeks, there will be forgiveness and a compromise, okay, showing up here. And the situation is going to improve. Sometimes you just keep pulling the cards until it doesn't make sense and then you stop. So within the next few weeks, there's going to be forgiveness, a compromise, and the situation is going to improve, okay. Yeah, that's it. That's as far as it makes sense. All right. Like I say, guys, thanks ever so much for joining me on Carol's Universe and have a great week. Take care. Bye-bye.